Good morning, students. In this video, we are going to discuss a poem, The Old Prison, which is written by Judith Wright. Let's see an introduction about the poet. Judith Wright was an Australian poet, environmentalist, and a short story writer who published more than 50 books. Judith Wright was also an uncompromising environmentalist and social activist, campaigning for Aboriginal land rights. Judith Wright was the author of several collections of poetry, including The Moving Image, Woman to Man, The Gateway, The Two Fires, Birds, The Other Half, Shadow, Hunting Snake, etc. Her work is noted for a keen focus on the Australian environment, which began to gain prominence in Australian art in the years following World War II. She deals with the relationship between settlers, Indigenous Australians, and environment. Judith Wright is known for her strong imagery. Let's see an introduction to the poem. The poem Old Prison is taken from the volume Collected Poems 1942 to 1985. The theme of the poem is based on war and the whole poem is set in a melancholic tone. The old prison is referred to in the poem is in ruin at Trial Bay near the Southwest Rock, Kempsey, New South Wales. The poem is about a convict-built jail and the emotional elegies that spread throughout the premises of Trial Bay where the jail stands. The jail was abandoned in 1903. During World War I, about 500 German soldiers were held here and it again closed in 1922. She also refers to the mutiny happened in a ship trial between the convicts in 1816, which caused the vessel's destruction near this bay, and the bay was then named after the wrecked ship. In 1879, works began for the construction of the jail, a place for the confinement of prisoners. Now the jail is in its ruins out of the consequences of the war and equally by the destruction caused by the sea rampage and the wind as well. Judith Wright was affected by the site when she visited there, which led her to making her own observations in this poem. The poem is filled imagery that explains to the readers about her views on human conflicts during the colonizing of Australia in 1800s. I will recite the poem. Please listen. The rows of cells are unroofed, a flute for the wind's mouth. Who comes with a breath of ice from the blue caves of the south? O dark and fierce day, the wind like an angry bee hunts for the black honey in the pits of the hollow sea. Waves of shadow watch the empty shell-born bear, and like a bone it sings a bitter song of air. Who built and labored here? The wind and the sea say, their cold nest is broken and they are blown away. They did not breed nor love, each in his cell alone, cried as the wind now cries through this flute of stone. Let's see the explanation of the poem. The prison cells that Judith Wright came across have been abandoned long ago. Today, the jail is in ruins. The roof of the jail are no longer there for the rows. It is so terrible and cold wind is blowing into the cells. As the wind blows across the abandoned prison cells, the sound it makes are eerie and sad. For the poet, it sounds like a flute is being played. The wind sounds made in the unroofed prison are thus compared to a flute. The chillness of the air is carried from the blue caves of south makes the life there even worse. Writer calls the day dark and fierce. Wind rampaged the prison like an angry bee who is searching black honey. The sound it makes could be like that of an angry bee. But the wind does not hunt honey. Rather, the wind is seen as being in search of any life left in that place. There is no living creature existing between the walls of the prison. So, like an angry bee, the wind blows across the desolate cells of the prison. It searches not only in the prison but also in the sea. The black honey represents the greed of man. And all the incident is now being related to a shipwreckage that happened in the bay long ago. Thus there happened a shipwreckage near the bay out of a horrible mutiny for some money. Money sank in the sea along with the ship. May is the reason why the wind keep blowing heavily to regain it. The shadows move across the empty prison cells. The cells are empty and bare as the prison was abandoned long ago and no one resides there now. The wind gave forth gigantic waves that washed away the remains of that prison, leaving bare stones, and is singing some bitter songs of the bitter past with all broken emotions. The devastation that has happened has left the building bare to its very bones. The poet compares the scene to that of a bare bones. These bones are old and have many stories to tell. The song is bitter because the stories here are of prison life and not that of normal life. Then the poet asks, who built this prison? Only the waves and wind alone know, as they had been stood there as a witness to those events that had taken place there, she says. The wind and the sea reply saying that the cold nest or the prison is broken. The prisoners who stayed there were no longer inmates. The life of the prisoners in the old prison was pretty glum. Prisoners reside solitary in the prison. They neither married and had families, nor did they experience love. Each prisoner was left to cry in solitary cells. There was no space for happiness or joy. They might have even cried themselves to sleep, as the wind now cries as it passes through the flute-kind cells of that dilapidated prison. This is the summary of the poem, The Old Prison. Let's see the conclusion of the poem. The theme of the poem is based on war. The poem does not present us with cheerful and happy images. Rather, it tries to create images of suffering and loneliness. The feelings that the prisoners experienced within the walls of the prison. These feelings are brought out through the use of strong imagery. Thank you.